If you have flaxseed, today we're going to make the super good flaxseed tortillas I promised you, with few ingredients, low in carbohydrates, very nutritious, very easy, and you can have them for dinner. I'm going to teach you my technique so that they turn out soft, thin, and flexible. We'll also make a viral tortilla with a delicious, super good filling, and we're going to add some drama to this recipe with the challenge, I dropped the omelet. Place your bets in the comments. I'm Lily. Subscribe. Let's get started. If you want to support my channel, you can do it by buying my cookbooks. I'll leave the link in the description box. And I'm sure you're wondering, why eat flaxseed? Isn't that bird food? I'll give you 6 reasons. First of all, it's super cheap, at least here. If you suffer from constipation, well, my dear, this helps you and also aids your digestion. There are many people who say it helps you lose weight, but it's good omega-3 and omega-6 fats, which weren't available before, help your skin, your hair, your nails, spectacular. And don't stress about the calories that come from the good fats. They will help you control good cholesterol. Let's go with the recipe. This way you won't get that bird food taste right away. To make it, convert 3 cups of flaxseed into flour. You can also use flaxseed flour like this one. When processing the flour, you have to make sure it's very fine. After you have the flour, get a pot and add 2 cups of water. You can season the water with whatever you want. You could just add salt, but I like to season it like this. I'll add oregano, garlic powder, paprika, and onion flakes. Add each of the seasonings to the water and mix well. They can be spices or herbs like cilantro, parsley, basil. Of course, add salt to taste. Heat the water until it starts to boil. While the water heats, I'm measuring my cups of flaxseed. I'll measure 2 cups. Each cup is approximately 150 grams. When you see the water starting to boil, turn off the heat. Don't pour the flaxseed flour with the fire still on. We're not making hair gel here. Ha ha ha. Have you ever put that flaxseed goo in your hair for curls? Oh yes, horrible. Enough confessions. Now add the flour and mix immediately so it doesn't clump. I'm leaving the full process so you see how long it takes to thicken. Look, it's already thickening and getting a texture. Keep stirring and make sure no lumps remain before adding the 2nd cup of flour. Now, just like that, I'll add the 2nd cup. Depending on the flaxseed, the water, and the temperature, sometimes I need a different amount of flour to thicken. I'll add spoonfuls of 30 grams to thicken the total recipe. It could be 2 cups or 3 cups of flaxseed flour. It all depends on the flaxseed you have. The important thing is that you add this 3rd cup, little by little, tablespoon by tablespoon, until you see it has thickened. Here, I'm adding 2 more tablespoons and I keep mixing. As you can see, as I add it, it turns into dough. This is a sticky dough, so don't be scared. Watch the whole video. I'll give you all the technique. I say this because sometimes you only watch 5 seconds of the video and then try the recipe, and later you complain it didn't work. Work with me here. Well, I'll add the last spoonful to see if it thickens completely. You can see this dough pulls away from the bottom. My friend, the advantage is that you always have to fight with these doughs. It still needs a bit more texture. It's very sticky. I'll add the last spoonful for a total of 3 cups. Now I'll scrape it out of the pot to try to handle it with my hands. Grease a bowl, then put the dough in it. Notice it's still super sticky. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and place it in the fridge for 15 minutes. After 15 minutes, you'll see it's another dough. No longer so sticky, just a little, but not much. You can grab and even knead it. It should be very manageable. If not, you can leave it in the fridge a bit longer. Mine is ready. I'll cut the number of tortillas I want to make. I plan to make 4, but actually I'll get 5. And I'll tell you why. Cut 2 sheets of wax paper about 30 x 40 centimeter. Place 1 piece of dough in the center, cover with the other sheet, and start flattening it into a circular tortilla shape. If you want it thinner, use a rolling pin or a bottle. Don't make it transparent. It should be thin, but with enough volume to handle, about 2 millimeters thick. Once you've rolled them to the size you want, peel off the paper slowly and find something round at home, like a pot lid or plate, to cut it perfectly. This lid is about 25 centimeters in diameter. Once you cut it, remove all the edges. And of course, Don't throw them away. Keep them because we'll use that for another tortilla. Do this process again with all the tortillas. The advantage of using the same lid is that they'll all be exactly the same size. I got curious and weighed them in the end. I got 5 tortillas of 100 grams each. Well, continuing with my technique, iron lily tips before putting them in the skillet. Remove your tortilla from one side of the paper, put the paper back, flip it, and remove it from the other side. This way, it's easier to place them in the skillet. The edges will always stick a bit more, but once they lift, they come off completely. Do this process with each tortilla before putting them in the skillet to avoid accidents. I'll show you the thickness of my tortillas. Yes, you can make them thicker, but I don't recommend making them thinner. Now let's make this delicacy. Get a good non-stick skillet, one that sticks less than mayonnaise soup. Oh, don't tell me you eat that. Well, my technique, in a cold skillet, place the tortilla. Since it's already pre-peeled, it'll be much easier to remove. Try doing this with the skillet cold, because the advanced level is with a hot pan. I waited a bit before putting it in and it stuck again, but I removed the edges and I think I managed. Yes, here we go, voila. Let's heat it up. Cook on low heat if you want them soft and flexible, even to eat later. If you want them toasted, cook on high heat. When you see the other side is cooked, start lifting it slowly, then flip and cook until golden on the other side. Remove immediately. Today I'll dare to test with the hot skillet. Let's see if it comes out. I'll put olive oil and go in with the tortilla. Let's see. Will it come off? It looks perfect. Well, it wrinkled, little. When it's golden brown, flip it and done. And the third time I'll put on a show for you. Let's see if I can flip it. Place your bets. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God, I did it. And if I can do 1, I can do 2. What do you say? Should we try again? Let's go with this one. Will the tortilla fall? Suspense. Oh, blessed Father, I did it. Thanks to everyone who believed in me from the start. Tortilla number 5 was saved, and I even got messy. Let's taste them. They're hot but smell so good with all the seasonings, I just want to try them. Look at the color and flexibility, they're perfect. I chose this size for filling, but you can make them smaller. Look how beautiful they turned out, even the leftover color. I loved it and hope you could smell it through the screen. Now, let's fill these delicious tortillas. Here I have homemade mayonnaise, rich in protein and oil-free. Want the recipe? Let me know in the comments. Let's test the flexibility with the viral tortilla cut. I'll start filling it with a good amount of mayonnaise. That's why I love making this mayonnaise, because you can add a lot to the tortillas, not just soup. Then add natural ham without nitrates, some julienne orange peppers, cherry tomatoes, and a touch of onion. Now a bunch of arugula. I'm a big fan. And a slice of super fresh mozzarella cheese. A touch of mustard. Let's see if I can squeeze the last bit. There we go. Now we roll it up. You'll find another filling idea for this tortilla in another video I made. I'll leave the link in the description. Now let's heat it. I decorated my kitchen with my plate for the show and put the tortilla back in the same skillet because I'm not washing it again. Since I made it so thin, I have to be careful folding and flipping. Look, it already broke, but let's pretend you didn't notice. It already smells delicious, so I'll remove it now that it's nicely toasted. The cheese is super melted. Let's cut it in half so I can show you the filling. Look at that. Mouth-watering. I have to taste it now. Mega delicious. You can eat this anytime. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Just keep the tortillas in the fridge, take them out, and done. Did you like this video? Give me a thumbs up and support me. You can also support my work by buying my recipe books at recipesilly.com. I'll leave the link in the description box. These books will help you plan your menus with lots of healthy recipes. Ah, and I almost forgot. Join my Telegram channel. I'll leave the link in the description. If you didn't see last week's video, we made some delicious marinated eggplants. Go check it out. By the way, some of you asked, what happens when the eggplants are gone and only the oil is left? Don't throw it away. You can use it to season vegetables, salads, soups, meats, everything. Yes, soups too. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you next time. Bye.